Hello Pisces, and welcome to your monthly mid-month energy check-ins here on the Astroflower. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on with the planets, and this is what we're looking into today, of how Mercury, Venus and Mars, as it goes into Aquarius, how it is affecting the overall energies that are around you. Happy birthday, by the way, for all of you having your birthday at the end of February. Because Mars, no, it's Mercury. Mercury goes into, it went into Aquarius on the 5th, I think, of February, 5th or the 6th of February, and then it goes into Pisces on the 23rd of February. So I think there's a lot of messages coming through here that's going to give you a lot of clarity, that's going to allow you to change negative into positive, because that was all about your monthly reading, which you can see here. It does come out of pure victories where you let go of a lot of stress and strains and repetitive nightmares on your relationship side. And on your financial side, it's a time you're choosing your own victory. You're creating a whole new cycle for you, a whole new sort of abundance in a way, more than anything else. And it brings you into a really beautiful, comfortable place into the future. But it's turning things around. Mars goes into Aquarius on the 13th of February. And then on the 14th of February, it aligns with Pluto in Aquarius. So I think there's a lot of passions to do with the relationships, and also passions to do with how we engage in our physical world. And then we have Venus going into Aquarius on the 16th. So it's all happening in the mid-month of the purification of February. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull 3 cards for each planet on your relationship side, 3 cards for each planet according on your financial side, according to your monthly reading. So without further ado, let's just get into it. A Tower moment on your relationship side. I think this is a stark realization. I think the messages coming in from the energy that is around you through Mercury, and I've got to say something, that all the planets are on the opposite side of the sun, and the sun has been reacting to this. There's been a lot of flares coming our way, which we've seen on Cymatic TV, and I go into how this energy coming in from the sun, how it's affecting the earth, and how it affects you and your aura and your chakras. And it's all about the sacrum, the solar plexus, the third eye and the throat chakra, those 3 chakras there. It's all about sort of those fundamental desires. And I think this message coming through on Mercury, you'll find that by the way that you'll find all that information on our sister channel, Cymatic TV, which is linked in the description below, and you'll get all the energy updates going on there. But I think the message coming through from Mercury is, it's not that you don't want to hear it. I almost feel like you know it already within your relationships around you, and it's just a confirmation more than anything else. And I think this, because of this confirmation, it makes you just kind of go, oh, in that case, I'm free to do what I want, or to choose which direction I want to go in. And you get the King of Cups, which you had on your financial side of your life, but you get the King of Cups coming in from Mars. I think it gives you a stability to your passions because of that understanding of that message from Mercury. It gives you a consistency within your passions that is in alignment with your emotions. So it's not going, going off crazy on a direction. I was going to say, actually, like strip naked and run down the high road. You know what I mean? Run down the main street, kind of go, "Hey, isn't life great?" Sort of thing. It's not extreme things. This is really how you engage your passions in a very sincere way within your life. What's Venus bringing to you? The Emperor. Yeah, owning your future. I think this is where you're going to own your emotions. And this is where you can turn things totally around within your life. Not turn things around within your relationships, but turn things into your favour. So things start flowing in your direction as much as you're giving out as well. Let's do a bit of clarification on the lights here, cards. This Tower moment comes with a bit of a disappointment. I think this is a disappointment of kind of like And it had a similar sort of message to Capricorn as well, where this disappointment is recognizing within you your own disappointments, your own sort of shortcomings, because we all have them, but if you can recognize them, it's going to make you incredibly stronger. And this is going to build out of this tower moment. I think this is going to help you to really own your moment more than anything else. Yeah, with the page of wands coming in with the King of Cups on through Mars, this is giving you, allowing you to play with your passions, as I said earlier on, but in a very consistent way, in a way that's in alignment with your emotions more than anything else. It makes you feel good about who you are and where you should be going, and it makes you feel like you're on the right track. That's what's coming through from it. Obviously, I think it's tied to that. I think once you start owning the situation and really owning your future, I think this is what's coming to an end. Because if you look at your monthly readings, you have at the top, the overall outcome is the 9 of Swords with the 6 of Wands. They're very contradictory sort of things. Like the 3 of Swords is a very insecure thing. It's a lot of pain and etc. And I think this pain is a realization of the past, of things could have been better. That you could have, or I could have done things better. This is a realization that may be within you. And obviously there is all the situation with the world that is around you, but it's owning your future. And I think you're saying goodbye to that. That's what you're doing here, by owning your future. I think this is how Venus is helping you to realize what causes you pain, and why should you live with that pain? Why should you put up with it? That's what it's sort of saying here. With the this tower moment, this disappointment is going to turn into those victories. This is exactly what I was saying. With the 6 of Wands right at the top of the dial there on your monthly readings, this information that's coming through for you at the moment, this tower moment that's coming through for you, is going to give way to ultimate success within your life. And I think this is where this pain of the 3 of Swords is going to be actually pretty short-lived. And it's more sort of like a realization more than anything else. Through your passions of Mars, how is Mars influencing this? And this is really tied into, the 14th of February. And it's, once you start sort of, playing with your emotions in a very sincere way, and allowing you to actually enjoy life. And I think this is what's coming from the tower moment, allowing you to actually enjoy life and explore and investigate and connect with other people. You're going to get this realization through your passions during the week leading up through to the 20th of sort of February. Those sort of like realizations within you of where you should be going, or what is the divine path for you. And I think it's divine, it's defined through your passions, basically, more than anything else. And how you engage in your passions in a very sincere way. And you have the tower at the top with the 3 of Swords. I've got a funny feeling that Venus is sort of saying to you through your emotions and stuff like that, that I think you have to be the instigator of this tower moment. I'm finding it difficult to see how the tower moment comes from outside towards you. I think you've got to be the instigator of this because of that sort of passion and that sort of clearness that you're getting through your passions. It's showing you a direction that is so obvious for you to take. And this is where you are going to seize, victory from the jaws of defeat. And it may seem on paper like defeat, but actually it's just I think this tower moment, this all thing to connect with your emotions, is really a way of setting yourself free and breaking the chains of repetitive nightmare scenarios. I think that's what's coming through for you, mainly on your relationship side. So let's have a look at what's going on your financial side. With Mercury, you have the Seven of Wands, with this sort of new pathway that you're heading down, the nurturing of this pathway and leading yourself into or working yourself into a very passionate and very profitable future. The moment you start sort of realizing that, and I think this is the message here from Mercury, it's telling you the path that you should be going down, the obvious path, which is involved in your passions. And once you get passionate about it, it's going to defend your own path. You don't have to defend it by yourself. Coming through on Mars, you get the Queen of Pentacles. This ties in quite nicely because you had the King of Pentacles at the top there, as far as I could tell. You've got the King of Pentacles at the top there. It's either the King or the Queen of Pentacles. I can't quite see it here with this beautiful sunlight that's shining in my eyes at the moment. But you also get the Knight of Pentacles here. And she knows where she's going. She knows what she's doing. And that's what comes from that. The Queen of Pentacles is sat at the base of the Tree of Knowledge. She knows that Tree of Knowledge is going to provide her with fruit, with the success, fruition on her pathway. And she's got that inner assurance within herself, basically, and it brings a lot of abundance. And it takes you onto the King of Swords. Going down the obvious and evident path for you is part of your wisdom, part of your judgment that comes in according to your emotions. It may well be tied into your relationship side here, but it seems so obvious what you should be doing. And you are the clear definer of this, but you're following the evident path. The Queen of Swords, she's looking off to one side, but the King of Swords is looking directly in front of him, and this is where it's like a divine path that you should be going down, more than anything else on your financial side. And it seems like it's going to bring you a lot of security. Yeah, there's work to be done, I think, but at the same time I think it's going to bring a lot to you. Seven of Wands, you get the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's I think it's pretty much what I said. Once you define your path and you get that sort of energy in your solar plexus, and this is what's coming through from the sun as well, helping you to feel very confident about yourself. Yeah, there's going to be people that's going to want to drag you down, but if you get involved in that sort of complications, and I think that's what the Two of Swords in your monthly readings is all about. If you get involved in that, it's only going to slow you down and pull you back and drop, and stop you from going forward. With the Queen of Pentacles, that assurance, she knows what's coming up, therefore she knows how to spend her money wisely. And I don't think you should be just giving it away. And I think this is where this evident path coming in, of where you should sort of saying, I don't want to get involved in that. It's a waste of my time. It's that Five of Swords, converting and nurturing into a whole new future, which is on your karmic path, on your financial side, on your monthly readings, where you are just turning around and sort of saying, no, I'm not going to invest in those things that doesn't help me to progress. And once you realize that, this is where you get into alignment with your emotions and your connections with other people. And this is where your wisdom will turn this into victory. It builds into a sort of Wheel of Fortune moment where things start working in your favor. And once it starts working in your favor, it's like when you're walking down a pathway. First we take little steps, one step in front of the other, but every step we take is a little bit bigger than the step before. And before you know it, you're going to be running towards your future by the looks of things. If you're very, if you do your due diligence on how you put your energy into the work that you should be doing, you are kidding me. You are kidding me. Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands all the way through. What the? Mercury is just showing you the pathway here. The energy that is around you is so obvious for you. It's a revelation number. You get 317, you're winning the jackpot. You're winning the jackpot if you follow the pathway which is good for you and sits well for you, but also provides you with what you need. You know, and you feel very comfortable about. I'm just so blown away at the idea of 3 7 of Wands. What are the chances? And then you get the Page of Wands with this. This is you taking that staff there and starting to play. And I think this is where your passions can really start building a future for you, where you can explore your passions in a very precise and very measured way that not only brings you in fulfillment and the sensation of winning or progressing within your life, it also stimulates that sort of passions and opens new doorways and learning a lot more about yourself, which is going to contribute to that wisdom and that change of fortunes. And it's coming in ever so quickly. Look at that. Look at that. For your sort of like your Venus connection, your emotional connection with the world that is around you. You're really going to own this, Pisces, and it's coming through your absolute wisdom, and it's coming in very quickly. The moment it flicks, it switches, and it works most beautifully for you. And this could be tying into your birthday season as well, and when it kicks off, because on the Astroflower, your birthday is like the new year for you. And the last 3 months before the birthday are pretty difficult. They're like autumn period. And here you're going into your winter period where the tree grows a lot of the roots in order to provide enough sap for its future growth. And this is all about this going for you, is seizing on this opportunity, measuring the way in which you invest yourself and invest your passions into the things that really work for you, and staying true to your pathway with those 3 7 of Wands. What the blazes is that all about? You know, for me, the message is absolutely clear. If you're getting the message from the universe here, or from the universe, because it's coming through the sun, and if you're getting that message through the sun, and you'll see that on Cymatic TV, you will know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. On your relationship side here, I think, yes, it's a tricky thing to do. I think you've got a tricky last bit of February, because it's asking you to apply yourself into something, and I'm not saying it's anybody's fault here. It's just a situation that needs to come to an end, and almost comes to an end abruptly, in order for it to be a clean break, so then everybody can move forward, as it were. That's what it seems to be, and it doesn't necessarily mean to one-to-one relationship. This could also mean collectively, family, friends, and community. I think you need to go out and start exploring and discovering who you are and your passions, and giving you a new lease of life. So yeah, there you go, Pisces. If I don't see you on Cymatic TV, I'll see you here soon. I hope you get the best out of these readings. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.